as you have seen it through your own research, and I have seen some as well, my own personal pick for most improved player this year would be Victor Oladipo because of the strides that he took, leaving the shadow that is Russell Westbrook, going to Indiana, not having many pieces, Miles Turner having somewhat of a down season. Granted, it's still very early and he could bump up his numbers. So Victor Oladipo, for me personally, Nate, would be the most improved player. Who would you have from your own standard to give this award to this season, thus far, of course?
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. I think it probably does have to be Oladipo because, and it's hard to know whether it's improvement or getting out of the shadow of Russell Westbrook, but it's important to remember he wasn't this player in Orlando either. I mean, we thought he could be a solid player, but I mean, for him to be banging 3-pointers off the dribble when teams go under on him, and then they're running high pick and roll for him every time at the end of games, and he's been really successful. So I think that when you consider all of that, I think, and he's lost weight, got into much better shape this year, I think it very clearly has to be him. And the numbers reflect that. We wouldn't have thought that Indiana would have a top 10 offense in the league, given what we thought their talent was coming in.
Totally fair point. Also in Orlando, much like as I was discussing yesterday on TYT Sports, he could not shoot the three going into Indiana when he was I hate to say student athlete, when he was a non-paid athlete. And then, of course, when he went to the Orlando Magic, as you stated, still couldn't shoot the three, and he's shooting it at a career high. Almost all of his numbers are at a career high. So it seems like just getting him the ball and letting him do his thing is having a great impact on Indiana. So we're in agreement there. We were discussing this a little bit yesterday as well when it pertains to the MVP voting and how it's so subjective and we don't really know what somebody would vote on because obviously every season is so completely different from the last. Stefan Curry continues to set greater heights for himself when it comes to shooting the three, shooting the basketball overall, and having an impact on the game, and also the game evolving to favor, it seems like, Stefan Curry, and defense is trying to keep up with him. However, what is maybe the one thing that you default to if you were an MVP voter?
Yeah, we did this on our show all the time where we pick the MVP actually on a monthly basis. We'll do that.
Very cool.
Kind of take stock of the year to date and obviously at the end of the year as well. And so to give you a little window into it, last year we picked Russell Westbrook. And I happen to believe that Russell Westbrook is, maybe the 5th or 6th best player in the NBA. If you really want to say, all right, we want to win a championship, who do you want on your team? But Westbrook provided a ton of value. That is the criteria. That is what's in the name of the award. And so he had some great clutch performances to lift Oklahoma City last year. They were really terrible when he was out of the game. And so that was what pushed him over the edge to me, not the triple doubles. I really couldn't care less about that. Just the fact that he happens to get 10 in a certain category. That's not what makes you a good player. It can help, but it's not what makes you a good player on its own. So that's what I went to. I mean, I think if we had to pick the best player in the game right now, that'd be LeBron James. But LeBron doesn't play that well in the regular season. It's a regular season award, and so whoever provides the most value in that individual regular season, that's what the award that the league has created. And so that's I think you follow that criteria in voting, even if you know that guy is not just in a vacuum the best player in the NBA.